The film starts with the ending scene of the Titanic movie. When the Titanic is sinking, Elizabeth climbs on a lifeboat to save her life. But due to the broken cable of her bad luck, the lifeboat also fell into the water. Everyone fell into the water, but Elizabeth climbed on the upside-down lifeboat, saving her life with great difficulty. Charles, Elizabeth's boyfriend, saw Elizabeth from a distance on top of an iceberg and called out to her. He wanted to save her life, so he swam in the cold water and went towards her. But before he could reach her, a corpse grabbed Elizabeth's hand and pulled her into the water. The scene cuts from here and shows us a scene from many years later, where people have made a Titanic ship again in the name of Titanic 3. Interestingly, this Titanic had to pass through the same route from which the real Titanic passed many years ago. Everyone was very excited. There was also a vlogger couple here who were going to board this Titanic ship. As soon as they come here, their fans surround them. During all this, we are also shown the captain of this Titanic, Rose. Rose says that there are also some soldiers here who will protect the Titanic. Because in this Titanic, some intact things of the real Titanic are very expensive. Now the scene cuts and we are shown a strange girl in this ship. She came out of the bag and her actions were suspicious. After leaving the bag, she quietly goes to the changing room of the team, steals a uniform from there and wears it. After getting ready, she went to the museum site where the old things of the Titanic were kept. She picked up a wire and started looking at it. Seeing her doing this, the manager came here and started scolding her. Because it was very expensive and it was taken out of the sunken Titanic after many years. If it was sold, it would have been sold for a lot of money. The manager started scolding her. Then another crew member came here to end their fight. Then this girl told them that they should not have taken the things of the dead out of the sea. The things of the dead are buried with them, and now you will see a curse on all of you. No one believes her words, but before leaving, the girl steals a pin and a gold coin from her. It was shown that the girl was now in the lowest part of the ship and she had some strange things. She started doing something here. It was visible that she was doing black magic. She kept the picture of the old captain of the Titanic here and told his soul to wake up. On the other side, it was shown that the vloggers Mia and Jackson were still live streaming. While showing the whole ship to their viewers, they came down to where the girl was doing black magic. They also got an eye on this girl. She was doing a very strange thing, because of which they got scared. Suddenly, when the door opened from behind, they got scared. But only one of their fan came behind to take a picture with them. The girl who was doing black magic in front of them, even after making so much noise, did not lose her mind. And now, in a strange way, this whole Titanic ship started shaking. The camera of these vloggers also turned off, so Jackson was afraid and told them that we should get out of there soon. On the other side, it was shown to the captain that her laptop was also turned off. And she understood that there was some kind of malfunction in the ship due to which her connection with the world was broken. Here the girl who was doing black magic, now the soul of the captain, came in front of her. And we found out that this captain is her grandfather. Many souls had come to this Titanic apart from the captain, which is not shown to people but is shown to the viewers. When Jackson and Mia were still exploring this ship together, they suddenly heard the sound of a very beautiful violin. When they looked here and there, they could not understand where the sound was coming from. But this sound was so beautiful that they started dancing. Suddenly this sound became so bad that it started echoing in the ears of the whole ship. As soon as Mia left Jackson and held her ears, it was shown on the other side that someone had pulled Jackson out of the darkness. When Mia looked here and there, Jackson was nowhere. She was worried. She thought that maybe Jackson had left her. In the meantime, the manager did not pass from there, so seeing Mia alone, he tells Mia to go with him. Mia says to the manager, "You go, I'll get my phone." As soon as she turned around to take the phone, the same ghost who was playing the violin came in front of her. And this time he took Mia's life by playing the violin. After a while, the guards saw Mia's body, and it was difficult for them to guess how Mia died. On the other side, we were shown that everything in the control room was out of their control. The captain was worried to see this. The captain asked to reboot the whole system. In the meantime, the guards came to her and gave her the news of Mia's death. Hearing this, she immediately came to the place where Mia's body was. Mia was very famous. Everyone knew that she was a vlogger. The captain asks about her husband Jackson here and then tells these people to find Mia's phone. Because these people used to live stream all the time. They could learn a lot from their live stream. After the scene was cut, we were shown on the other side that the engineer was sitting alone and trying to fix everything. He was trying to reconnect the communication network from the world. But then a ghost appeared in front of him. Seeing the ghost, he was in a bad state of fear. Before he could run away from here, the ghost breaks a pipe with his strength, attacks his head and takes his life. Here the captain and all the guards were investigating Mia's murder. When they saw Mia's last video, it was seen that while dancing he suddenly disappeared in the smoke. After that, the manager came here. The manager talked to Mia and he left. Later, when Mia came to the camera, she had a very strange look on her face. Immediately after that, she died. After seeing this footage, he was thinking that there is no hand of the manager in Mia's murder. Here, the manager was called to investigate and the captain told him that Mia is dead. Look, I know clearly that you are behind this. Because in the CCTV footage of the ship, you are seen again and again who was fighting with Jackson. And we think that you are behind Jackson's disappearance. The manager was not understanding what they were saying. He kept explaining to them that he was not involved in this. After the scene is cut, we are shown the magical girl again, who did magic again, and the engine of this Titanic 3 started running. As soon as the captain felt that this ship was running, she immediately came to the control room. Because they had shut down the engine and for a long time they were standing in the middle of the sea. As soon as she came to the control room, she started scolding everyone who drove the ship. But here everyone gives her another shocking news: all the controls here have been hacked. And now she is not able to control this ship. At the behest of the captain, these people had also rebooted the system, but the system was not in their control till now. Now the ship was moving fast towards the same iceberg from which the Titanic first sank. Seeing this, the captain gets very scared and she immediately asks to reverse the ship. But nothing was in their control. Meanwhile, a man comes here and takes the captain to the engine room, where the whole engine was in a lot of pressure. After coming to this place, the captain panicked even more. When she saw the engineer's body here, she was not able to understand what was happening there. She tried to contact the control room through the radio, but no one was able to contact her. All the signals were broken. The pressure on the engine had also increased a lot, due to which the sparking had also started here. Seeing this, the other man understood that now this engine is going to blast. The captain, who was not going from here, forcefully pulled the captain out of the ship. And as soon as she left, there was a big blast in the engine. Such a big blast that the whole ship shook. While dancing in the ballroom, all the guests were also scared. But then the captain announced to keep them calm that there is no need to worry. The situation is under control now. But everything was upside down here. The whole crew was scared because this ship was now heading towards the iceberg. And these people were not even able to stop it. Here we see a rich lady who was wearing a very expensive necklace. A woman comes to her and praises her necklace. After thanking her, the woman is surprised and asks, "Who are you?" As soon as she asks, the necklace in her neck, like a sledgehammer, takes her life by suffocating her. And we know that there was no woman to praise but a soul. This Titanic had the souls of all those people who died in the Titanic first, and whose things were taken out of the Titanic and kept in it. This ship could have sunk at any moment now. The captain had found out about this somewhere. That's why she immediately tries to contact the headquarters. And this time, fortunately, they get in touch. She tells them the situation of this ship and asks them to send a tugboat here for an emergency. But they get to know bad news: that the nearest tugboat was also 2 hours away from them. It would have taken 2 hours to reach here. And before that, these people would have been killed. Now the captain was in all this tension that a girl came here. She was the same girl who watched all the vlogs of Mia and Jackson. She said to Rose, "I know what's going on here." She opened a video and showed that a ghost had also killed Mia, which was recorded in the camera. And according to her, this whole ship was now under the control of ghosts. But Rose did not believe all these things. Here on the other side, the room where the manager was kept, there also a ghost comes in front of him. Seeing this, the manager was very scared. As soon as he went back to save himself, the ghost tied his hands to the bed and started breathing on him. The manager begged him for his life. So the ghost opened the manager's hands. Now as soon as the captain's guard brought the lady here, the lady was telling the captain about the ghost. She heard a strange noise from the manager's room. She saw that the manager's room was filled with water, and her condition was getting very strange. She was looking very scared. Now this guard came to the captain with the manager, and the manager told the captain that we should take our boat back to New York immediately, because on this whole ship, the ghosts of old Titanic have come, which I myself saw with my own eyes. They were going to kill me too. Now in the meantime, the captain got another bad news. Her security head Hector is not found anywhere. The captain's mind was now confused. She first told the manager to lock him back in his room, because she did not believe the manager's words, and she felt that the manager had gone mad. After that, she left to find Hector. Here, when the captain's guard was taking the manager to his room, then he saw that girl, who had threatened the manager earlier, that you have brought out the things of old people from the old Titanic, and now you will be cursed. He tells the same thing to the guard, and tells him that there is definitely a hand of this girl behind all this. The girl smiled at him, and said, "I know what is happening here, but I will not tell you anything, because even if I tell, no one will believe me. Look, all the mistakes are done together. He went thousands of feet down in the sea, and took out the things of old people from the old Titanic. Only those people have come to take their things back from here. And because of this, a curse has come on this ship. That is, a curse has come, and now no one who travels in this ship will survive." After listening to this girl, the guard first locked this girl in a strange room, where she was happily locked. But she was constantly saying that I knew everyone would die. As soon as she said this, the girl's grandfather, that is, the last captain of the Titanic, also came. Seeing this, man was also scared. He thought it was a trap for this girl. As soon as the captain came close to her, he went to keep the captain away from him. This man fired a bullet, but the bullet passed through the captain's ghost and hit his friend. And suddenly the light of this whole Titanic also went off. Meanwhile, this ghost gave a little power to this girl. Seeing this, the other man got scared, and this girl easily got out of this locked room. On the other side, after the light went off in the control deck, the captain saw a strange thing there. It was a ghost. When the captain asked everyone to turn on the light and show it there, she didn't see anyone there, and the captain thought that what she saw was probably her illusion. After all this, the girl also came inside the control deck, to which her captain grandfather gave powers. As soon as she takes the powers, she takes all the control here, and takes the ship and goes towards the same iceberg, where the old Titanic was hit and sunk. Now the captain was surprised to see. As soon as this girl came, all these systems started working again. He said to this girl, "What do you want? Please stop all this. Look, everyone will die like this. Look, the ship will sink and you will also die." Then the girl said that it didn't matter to me. During their conversation, the manager also came here. He was scared. He said to the captain, "Look, I know what is happening here. If we drop all the things brought by the old Titanic from this ship, then the curse here will break." This time too, the captain did not listen to him. So what was it? The girl quickly hit the ship with that iceberg. As soon as this ship started sinking fast, people were in panic. The water was filled inside the ship. There was chaos. Everyone was trying to save their lives. But here, a greedy man still steals an expensive thing from here, which belonged to the old Titanic. Seeing this, Mia's ghost shoots him with her gun and kills him. Now, after Mia's death, this man had also become a ghost. From behind, his coworker was shouting at him, "Let's go from here quickly." He is looking back, and a lifeboat falls on him and also kills him. It was shown here that Captain Rose was trying to put all the lifeboats in the water. But when she started doing this, then like the old Titanic ship, the ropes of these boats broke, and everyone drowned in the water and died. She fought with this ship until the last moment, and when the ship was completely submerged in water, then we were shown the manager, who was lying on an upside-down lifeboat. He heard his neighbor's voice, and saw that the captain was coming to his boat while swimming. She helped the captain and took him out and put him in her boat. And then he started laughing loudly. She told the captain, "Look, it was my fault. I stole things from the old ship, and the ghosts left me and killed everyone." The captain was now able to understand what she was saying. At this time, she encourages him and says that it is not your fault. For a long time, when the boy did not answer, then the captain turned around and saw that he was dead. After a while, he came back to life as a ghost, and he killed Rose too. And like this, all the people on this Titanic died. And the movie story ended here.